I had no intention of being a donor. My former husband, this would be his second transplant. So I was aware when we were married for a very short period of time, that at some point he would need another kidney. And we were recently divorced when he shared with me that he wasn't feeling well, and between he and his doctors, they decided a transplant was imminent, and that he shared that he was going to be sending a letter out. And up to that moment, I wasn't considering being a donor for him. So I thought my chances of being the donor were slim to none, really. So I told him, I said, send me a letter and I'll go get tested. In a conversation with the coordinator, this is maybe bad, but I shared with her, I know there are people close to him still in his life that if they're a close enough match, I'll take my hat out of the, I'd like them to keep it in the family. Well, the testing came back and I was the donor, which stunned me. But in that moment, it's like, okay, well, I put myself in the position. If that's how the results have come back, then okay, let's do it, let's get it done. And then I shared that with him, and then he was stunned.
Once I decided to donate, it was full steam ahead.
And for me, the decision it was a non-decision. I was already in by having agreed to be tested. I knew I was healthy. I knew that after speaking to the surgeons and other people that the risks are minimal for me. The recovery would be minimal. I had spoken to the prior donor, to the recipient, and they shared their experience as a family, and I thought, I can't really see anything bad for me in this. And my former spouse will get his life back.
My sister was just going to be turning 49, and had 3 children. 2 were graduating from high school 6 weeks after our transplant. The other one was a freshman in college, so, she had a lot ahead of her. If I was asked again to donate, I would do it. It was a good decision. It was a good decision for her at the time. It's given her her life back.
If I had to make the decision again, I absolutely would. Under the circumstances, I decided everything has turned out beautifully for the both of us. My experience was so positive that it almost feels like it didn't happen. So when he thanks me, which he often does, calls to check in and see how I'm doing, it just feels like I didn't do anything. There was something very spiritual about it for me. When he shared with me his need and I said, send me a letter, I'll be happy to get tested, something in that told me I already had made my decision. Then it was not about the marriage, the divorce, none of that mattered. There was just this human being that I knew that needed. So, easy decision, and grateful for having made the decision in the beginning.